What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of In Between the Number Sports Podcast. I'm your host, Daryl, and there is never a need to panic. I kind of put off making this episode because, um, there was some rumors, swirling that BK could possibly leave LSU to go to Michigan. Me personally, I did not think that that was a possibility. Well, let me take that back. Anything's a possibility, but I didn't think that it would happen. And the reason why I personally thought it wouldn't happen is because it would almost seem as if Brian Kelly was running yet again. Now, when Brian Kelly left Notre Dame, some of the fans are saying, he was making a mistake, he was running. This would tarnish his name. I don't know why Brian Kelly would be running because who runs from Notre Dame, who is not affiliated with any conferences? Well, they don't belong to a conference, right? They're more so affiliated with the ACC and the Big Ten. But why would Brian Kelly run from that to come to the SEC, which is the hardest conference in college football, right? So imagine him leaving LSU after receiving a 10-year, $100 million contract. Imagine him leaving LSU to go to Michigan. That would definitely, would have tarnished his name, right? So I never thought that Brian Kelly was actually going to leave LSU. Um, you know, it's anything's possible, but I just never brought into the noise of Brian Kelly leaving LSU. But some people did, right? I saw some guys who are connected to the LSU program make social media postings, even did a few podcast episodes, right? But I wasn't buying into the noise whatsoever. Um, I'm gonna just be quite frankly, man. There in college football, there's not many jobs that's better than the LSU job, man. At Michigan, you do not have access to the same recruits that you would have access to in Louisiana and in the South. Some of the most fertile recruiting grounds, if not the most fertile recruiting grounds, is Florida, Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, right? The Gulf Coast, right? The Gulf Coast. And going to Michigan, if Brian Kelly would have went to Michigan, he was not going to have access to the same recruits. He just was not going to have access to the same recruits. It's very hard to find a recruit who's from the South that want to go up to Michigan and play in the cold and play in those type of conditions. It's football in the South is different. It's just different in the South. Our stadiums, the passion, the fans, the tailgating, all of it, the atmosphere, right? You can't get much better than playing in front of the fans at LSU in Death Valley and Tiger Stadium, where opponents' dreams come to die, man. You just can't get better than that. I don't care about Big Blue and Michigan and all that stuff. It's no way. It's just not the same. It's like comparing apples to oranges. And congratulations to Sherone Moore, man. He got the job. He deserved it. When Jim Harbaugh wasn't Jim or whoever was his name, when Harbaugh was not cheating, Sherrod Moore, had to hold him down, right? He had big wins over Ohio State and over Penn State, and he deserves to be, the next head coach at Michigan. Shout out to him, congratulations to him. But I never thought BK was actually going to go there. He's just building too much at LSU, right? We're going into his third season. The players are beginning to actually buy into what he wants to do, right? He wants his players to be smart. He wants his players to be physically, and he wants them to be smart tactically and mentally, right? He wants them to make better decisions on and off the field, and you can see that happening, right? Also, look at what he's building, right? Again, this previous recruiting class that just came in, 27 for 27. And then if you haven't seen in the 2025 class, right? So next season, recruiting class, LSU has the number one rated recruiting class, right? And if you haven't seen, a few days ago, LSU landed its fourth top 50 recruit in Jabari Antonio, if I'm saying his name right. He's from Louisiana. He's a cornerback. The Corey Raymond effect, right? Corey Raymond's already back, and he's already making big splashes, right? Helping that LSU secondary get back to DBU. And that's what the kid said. You know, Jabari said that he wanted to stay at home and help bring back the title of DBU, right? He had offers from Texas, Texas A&M, Alabama, all of the big names inside of the SEC, and he decided to stay at home and play for LSU. And that's the way it should be. Why would you want to be a kid that's from Louisiana and go play for another team when LSU is the best college in Louisiana and one of the best colleges to play football for in the SEC, a top 3 school in the SEC to play football for? And you get to play in front of your family and friends, and you get to win a national championship for the state of Louisiana and your family and friends. They don't have to drive far as hell or fly or drive or whatever to see you play. They can just drive an hour or two right to LSU and see you play in Tiger Stadium. So, you know, the writing was on the wall. Brian Kelly was not leaving LSU. He's just building too much. You know, he's building. He hired a new defensive coordinator, 2 elite defensive line coaches. It was just no way Brian Kelly was going to leave. He wouldn't do that and then just leave. So I never thought that he was actually going to leave. You know, me personally, I never thought he was going to leave. But, you know, I just never felt there was a need to panic. You know what I mean? And I never thought Brian Kelly was going anywhere. LSU is primed to, you know, LSU is primed to achieve big things here in the not so distant future, right? It's just, you know, you can just feel the energy, the excitement around the program. Things are heading in the right direction. And, you know, I'm excited. I'm excited again, like I said in my previous video. I'm just excited to see what LSU has coming into next season. You know, they're already starting their strength and conditioning program. They already started. And, you know, next is the spring game. And, you know, I'm just excited. I hope that no one gets arrested, no one gets suspended, and no one gets hurt. We need everybody, right? We need everybody there for the spring game. We need everybody there for Las Vegas versus USC, and we need everybody for SEC play as we make a run to the playoffs. Man, just imagine when LSU plays a playoff game in Death Valley. Just wrap your head around that. But we need everybody there so we can make this happen. All right, so I just want to say appreciate everyone. We are almost to 350 subscribers. I know I took a week off from making videos, but life happens. I'm a father. I'm also active duty military. And so sometimes the days get kind of long and, you know, I just don't have time to get on here and make videos. But I do want to say I appreciate everyone who has interacted with me in the comments, right? Left a comment, whether it's been positive or negative. I have to say most of the comments I've received are tremendously positive and supportive. I appreciate everyone who subscribed to the channel. But we're still trying to get to 500. So please leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment. Comments and likes help the video get discovered. Also, if you like this type of content, please consider subscribing to the channel. And until next time, I'm out, and go Tigers.